Hi everyone, this is Jenna, your holistic practitioner, and I'm here to talk about 5 tips to help your hair to grow. As you can see, I'm a person who loves long hair. I've been wearing locks for over 15 years off and on, and I just love locks, you know? And so this would be for someone who has locks or not. I'm sure everyone wants some tips on how to grow their hair. So let me introduce myself. I'm Jenna. I am a holistic practitioner and I help people with their health goals holistically. Okay, and holistic is just basically treating the body as a whole instead of something that is, each thing is separate, okay? So, hair growth, first and foremost, is an internal thing. I know a lot of us, we love to look, at products and always go to things that are topical, meaning things that we place on the outside of our hair to help it grow. Hi, I see you. I see you, Miss Rose. But I'm not going to basically necessarily tell you about products. Products are great. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a senior cosmetologist, so I get it. Products are awesome, but they're like the icing on the cake. Really, to be honest, the cake is fine with or without. So I feel like products is just going to add shine. It'll add maybe some great smells to your hair, but that's about it. If your internal space is not good, you're simply not going to grow hair optimally. Okay, optimally. So, as you're coming in, if you are brand new, please put up a number 81. I see you, Miss Janiqua. Go ahead and put up a number 81 so I can officially say hello. If you are watching this on YouTube or any other platform, guys, make sure you thumbs up the video while this is live, guys. Hit those heart buttons. If you want to donate to the video, if this is live, you can go ahead and hit the star button. The star button is actually located right there. You hit those star buttons. You can give as little as 200 stars. Is well appreciated. If you are watching this in the replay, you can still give stars, guys. Stars helps me to be able to come here, give you some awesome information. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually donate to my Cash App, okay? Now, all the information is actually in the description. If you're looking for someone to help you, if you've seen any of my other videos, if you've seen me before, if you have any type of hair issue or health issue, you can always become a member of my holisticcounselor.com, guys. And finally, guys, please share the video. So go ahead. I'm going to allow you to go ahead and share this video, share into groups, share on your timeline, share, because these tips may be helpful for you. All right, guys, so let me see who is all at 81. My hair is thin. What should I do? Hey, Miss Cynthia, welcome. I hope you learned some things in this video. Hi, Miss Yvette and Miss Keandria, is it? Miss Joanne, hello. Miss Irie, hello. Miss Petty, hi. Miss Loretta, hello. And Miss Foster, Miss Tanika, hi. Great to meet you guys today. I hope you guys are hitting your notifications. If you get the notification to say, hey, to follow this page, go ahead and do that. And also check off that you want to see the live video so you can see me live, because it's cool to be here live. Okay? All right. So let's talk about it. Who in here has lost their edges, or you see that your hair is thinning? Who in here? Go ahead and put the hand emoji up. Go ahead. Put the hand emoji up. All right. So let me just talk about those edges, by the way. Okay. I am a teacher of hair. I am a senior cosmetologist, which allows me to actually get people licensed, but it allows me to basically talk about my favorite subject in the world, which is hair care, which is all about basically the health of your body. Okay, so who in here is actually having thin hair? Okay, so we got Miss Tiana. All right, so let's talk about the hair that's around your perimeter, ladies. The hair that's around your perimeter, which is around here, is totally different than the hair that's in the middle. I have been doing hair for a long time. I have had so many clients in my chair. I've seen so many women on all kinds of walks of life and cultures. It's not just one culture that's losing their hair. It's a lot of people losing their hair. and they'll have basically no hair around here and all of this hair in the middle. It's kind of sad because at that point, there's really nothing you can do. I know a lot of us now, we're wearing wigs and things like that, and I get it. Nobody wants to walk around with no hair around their edges. There's no kind of hairstyle naturally that you can do that make that look better. And so I like to come from a preventative space. Prevention is worth a pound of cure, really, to be honest. And so now I know hairstylists are probably going through a lot now because a lot of people are going to wigs to solve their problem and lace fronts and things like that. And usually when you're losing your edges, it's really because of a reason. It's not just coming out for no reason. And usually it's because of tension around the perimeter. So that hair is really soft. It's the same hair that's in your eyebrows, which a lot of women now are losing their eyebrows because you're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You're putting makeup on them and things like that. And if we have time, I'll talk about that too. But I like to call it forever hair. Okay, and the reason why I call it forever hair is because once you lose it, it is tough to grow it back because it's really not meant to come out in the first place. This hair is meant to be left alone. So when you're doing your protective styles, which I think is ridiculous, it's not protecting anything. It's actually causing hair loss and causing hair thinning. When you're doing those type of long-term styles, I would suggest that you leave your edges alone, okay? And so you can Google this word. It's called vellus hair, and I think it's VELLOUS, I think. And just look that up on your spare time so you can kind of know what type of hair it is. And we call it baby hair. But to be honest, it's very fine hair, okay? And it's not meant to be messed with. So don't allow people to braid it. Don't do a whole bunch of brushing and pushing it back into your ponytails and things like that. I don't play that. In fact, that's why I have one side of my hair shaved. Shout out to Lisa Bonet. I like her. I love her. So I love this whole hairstyle is because I saw her one day and she was rocking it. But as I've been wearing locks for a long time, I have edges. Why? Because I don't mess with my hair much. I really don't. I cannot go around with my edges looking shoddy. I'm just not going to do that. So leave it alone. Don't pull on it. Don't yank on it. Leave it alone. Give it some rest. If you're having some thinning right now, give it a little love. Maybe take some brushing, strokes with your hands or some brushing, because this will help stimulate some circulation, okay, to it. Do not, if you can help it, and you can, do not place lace fronts and glue on your edges. Don't do it, okay? If you already have a problem with that area, don't try to mask it. Don't hide it. You'll never get it back, and then you'll go into having alopecia, which is a permanent state of hair loss. Not saying alopecia is not able to be corrected, because it is, with the right diet and just leaving your hair alone. Alopecia can be healed. But yeah, just leave that part alone. All right? When you're shampooing your hair, shampoo that nicely, but not too rough. You can break your hair off, especially when your hair is in a moisturized state. When it is wet, it is going to break a little bit more sometimes. It stretches more and we're too vigorous. So watch how you shampoo your hair. Which brings me to the next reason why your hair may be thinning or falling out. It's because you're not shampooing your hair correctly. A lot of us during the stages of having protective styles, you forget about your scalp. Your scalp is the place where your hair comes out. I look at my hair like a plant. You should too. Okay? So the way that you treat your skin and your face, it needs moisture. It needs food, it needs vitamin D, it needs sunlight. I mean, if you take sunlight, the sun from the earth, life itself would be ending. I mean, we need sun. We need the sun. And your hair needs the sun. So if your hair is not growing, a lot of us in a particular community, we don't get enough vitamin D. And if you don't get enough vitamin D, you're going to not have enough hair. The hair is not going to flourish. The body doesn't necessarily feel that hair is something we need to survive. So if you have any kind of health conditions, the first thing that is going to happen is your hair is going to suffer. Okay, I'm going to take a little water break. And during this water break, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, you can go ahead and type them up and I can actually answer. So somebody typed up, I'm 3 months into my lock journey, but it's not locking properly. What are your suggestions? My suggestion to you is to talk to me privately, and I can help you out with that because I'm a lock queen, okay? Or you can go ahead and give some stars, and I can go ahead and actually answer that question directly, okay? Because I'm not here just to give away stuff. Obviously, you have a need. Give some stars, and I'll have no problem in answering your question, okay? I'm looking in the mirror at the pore edges now. Okay, guys, so let me take some more water. How much water do you guys drink? Who in here has problems with drinking water? Put up a number 3. Water is key. Let's get back to the shampooing part. Shampooing is really, really, really serious, guys. A lot of you really do not. Let me take this off real quick. Okay. A lot of us, we don't know how to shampoo the hair. Who in here has problems with that, okay? Shampooing is very serious. Why? It's serious because a soiled scalp does not grow hair, okay? It doesn't grow hair. Our follicles, the follicles that's on our hair, is very, very sensitive. They get clogged very, very easily. They get clogged very, very easily. They get clogged with debris, like with, hi, Miss Kim, I see you. They get clogged with grease, like grease that we place on our scalp. The natural glands, sebaceous glands that produces a lot of oil. If you have oily skin, you're probably having problems with dandruff. Dandruff blocks our follicles where hair does not grow through and all of that. So shampooing your hair and cleansing the scalp is very, very, very serious, okay? So shampooing your hair and cleansing the scalp are two different things, okay? Some people just concentrate on the scalp area and forget the hair, okay? So if you have real long hair, you're supposed to make sure you go all the way down to those ends and get that hair, especially to my ladies and gentlemen with locks. Locks are very, very crucial. You have to make sure that you shampoo them very well and dry them out very well because they can get mildew and all of that. And that's not cool. Okay? And so when you're shampooing your scalp, you're supposed to use the pads of your fingers. The pads of your fingers, not your nails. Stop scratching your scalp because what you're doing is you are injuring the scalp, you're callousing the scalp, and you're making the scalp not suitable for hair growth, okay? So they teach us in hair school to use the pads of your fingers. So, okay, if you have nails and all of that, using nails is not good. And please don't require a professional or someone else who's shampooing your hair to scratch the heck out of your scalp because they're going to scratch your hair right out of your scalp. Okay, and it's not cool. I'd never do that. All right. There's little instruments you can get. You can get the little brushes and things like that to help exfoliate your scalp. Exfoliation of the scalp is really, really good because it gets circulation there. And that's another thing. When you don't shampoo your hair, you don't get any kind of circulation to your scalp. That's why I do not suggest people should do those long-term hairstyles because you're not shampooing your scalp, which is basically helping to invigorate and get basically blood to your scalp to help it to grow. Okay? I am bald in the crown of my head. Help. Thank you, Miss Kim. That's my girl. She's always donating to my content. She's a hairstylist. Old school friend of mine online. I love her. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. Okay? All right. So we talked about the shampooing. We talked about water. Vitamins are really serious, guys. You probably would never hear this, but your digestion is very, very crucial for hair growth. Okay? So if you're sitting there and you're not growing hair, you need to sometimes go into your diet and see what you're not eating. Like I said, vitamin D. It's very crucial. I don't know if you guys know this, but iron is very crucial for hair growth, and protein is very, very crucial for hair growth, okay? And protein doesn't necessarily just mean meat. You know, if you don't have those types of, if you don't have a good diet, it is going to show in your hair, okay? Okay, do y'all guys understand it? So us vegans and plant-based and keto and all of that, just understand that when you're constantly changing your diet and you're constantly doing that, you are going to affect your hair growth. So digestion is key. You have to have a great digestion to basically eliminate and to absorb. And so if you're not absorbing your nutrients, your hair simply is going to suffer, okay? If you have any questions, go ahead and type them up. So I think that was 1, 2, 3. The number 4 reason, guys, you have to basically trim your ends. Who in here has a problem with trimming ends? Trimming ends is very serious. I know you guys want to just go natural, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna do away with the relaxers. I don't know if people are still on that craze right now, going natural, or people still doing relaxers. If you're a relaxer wearer, go ahead and put up relaxers. If you are natural, go ahead and put up natural. But either way, you need trims. And a lot of us, we are scared to get trims. Who in here is scared to get trims? Go ahead and put up the scissor emoji if you are scared to get trims. But let me let you know why trims are very crucial. Because we're talking about retention here at this point. So you're growing your hair, but you're losing your hair from the ends, which is basically going to help your hair to basically be short, okay? If you notice, like people who have color-treated hair, you know, then you see the blonde streaks growing out, but you don't see the hair length. The hair length is sometimes choppy, and it looks like they're in a bob, and it's like, how is it growing out from here, but it's not getting longer? It's because you're not having hair retention, okay? That's why locks grow, because people with locks, we do not cut our hair, so it's constantly just growing. We don't shed hair. We really don't do any of that. So it just constantly grows and gets thick and all of that, most people. But just because you get locks does not necessarily mean that you're going to have long, thick hair, okay? That's not true. I've been in this industry for a long time. I've seen people who have 10 locks in their head and have them for 10 years, and they literally don't grow. And then you have people whose hair grow really fast. So it's all about how your hair health is. I would never suggest anybody to go natural or get locks to get thicker hair. It does not work that way. Hair is health, okay? So yeah, get your trims. You should be getting your trims, I would say, at least once a month, okay? Eventually, if you keep up on your hair, you probably could go a little longer. But if you're a natural and you like to you like to straighten your hair and blow dry it to straight and all of that, then yeah, you need some trimming. And the way that you know if you need a trim is, I have a lock in here that I refuse to trim my darn self, but it's my little example of showing you guys what a trim looks like, or what hair should be coming off, okay? Let's see if I can do it. And if you have any questions, guys, you can go ahead and type them up. You know what? This would happen when I want to use it as an example. It's this one little lock that I have. Okay, here it go right here. And this is barely. But see this hair right here? This is the hair that really probably needs to be trimmed. I probably messed with it and now it looks fine. Let me frizz it out. See? Right there. Oh, that can be trimmed. Yeah, that can be trimmed. And so if your hair basically is see-through, when it becomes see-through, trim that off, because what's going to happen is that see-through area is going to basically creep up the shaft of the hair, and then the whole strand is done. You get what I'm saying? The whole strand of hair is done, and then you're not going to be able to do anything with it, and then you're going to need a haircut eventually, okay? So your hair should be nice and dark, or however the color of your hair is, it should be nice and even. And once it gets frizzy, that's when that this is what's called trichotillomania. You can Google it, and it's the technical term for split ends. You have to get those split ends off so your hair can be nice and smooth on the end so it doesn't continuously break and you can retain your hair. Okay, guys? So trimming is very serious. If you don't know how to trim your own hair, I wouldn't even suggest to trim your own hair. Go to a professional. Okay? If you're a hairstylist, hey, say you're a hairstylist in here. Let's see. Okay? Because I'm all about bridging that gap between the customer and the professional, because hair is life, right? All right. Anybody have any questions? Someone injured my scalp when straightening it. It hurts a lot. How can I heal my scalp? All right, Miss Eva, so you can either donate some stars, you can hit the star button, or you can contact me or join myholisticcounselor.com, and I can actually do a full consultation with you, because there's no way I can possibly tell you how to heal something that I don't see. I would have to see your scalp and take pictures and things like that, like of your scalp, and you can send it to me, I would suggest that to you. That way I can ultimately help you, okay? But yeah, hair health is serious, guys. Drink your water, get your vitamins, stop greasing your scalp. I know that's kind of old school. I know a lot of our culture, our moms greased our scalps. I do not grease my scalp. I don't have Blue Magic in here. I think that's what that blue scalp grease is, Blue Magic, or that yellow stuff. I mean, that stuff is thick. It has petroleum in it. It's really not good. It basically helps you to have dandruff and things like that. Please stop greasing your scalps. Our moms and grandmothers, they didn't know better, and when you know better, you do better. It is what it is. Stop doing that. It's not cool. I know. I remember Miss Kim, it's just, I think it's because it smelled good. It was just something that was passed along. Stop doing that, because our bodies naturally produces, it's called sebum. You can Google it, sebum, sebum. And so we naturally have that, especially during when it gets cooler and stuff and cold. I still don't need grease in the cold. I don't need grease in the heat. I don't need grease any kind of way, because my body naturally produces that. I am not a product girl. In fact, in my opinion, the less products, the better, because all it does is weigh on your hair. It causes you to have to use more heat. The person who said that someone had injured their scalp, it's because they felt like they needed a lot of heat to give you a blowout or whatever it's called nowadays. Or silk press back in the day when I was doing hair. Silk presses were very, very, very popular. I used to love doing that. But yeah, stop using all those products, because a lot of everyday people who are not in the profession of hair and are not hair care professionals, you don't know how to get that up off of your scalp. Oil and water don't mix. So it's a constant issue with this greasing the scalp. And so I would encourage you guys to stop doing that. You can eat things like fish, I guess, fish and your fish oil pills and things like that. Exercise more. Girl, my face was so shiny. Yes, face is shiny, everything. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You look like you've been eating chicken. When you go through your hair, it makes your hair heavy. I mean, it's ridiculous, guys. It's all about oil-free products. Basically, when I was in the hair game, I used to use a lot of products that was for other cultures, if you will. And so I noticed that if you go into the ethnic aisles and things like that, I'm just giving you like a little product knowledge here. Our stuff, for some reason, it is for more oil, versus in the other cultures, they don't need oil because they're overly oily. So they don't need things with oil in it. That's why they may shampoo their hair on a daily basis, because their hair is always oily. So that's the products that I would give my clientele. I would use oil-free products, not the products for us, because I guess we're notoriously known for dry skin, and other cultures have oily skin, so their products are actually catered to not put more oil on the hair. So that's a little product knowledge. And so if you're a person who is looking for maybe that shine, but not that heaviness and not that extra grease, go into the other aisles. Their products are better, their products are cheaper, it's not all about colors and smells. It's all about the health of the hair, because unfortunately, we're just so, I'm not going to get into that because I don't think you guys are ready, but it is what it is. They're trying to really hurt us through our products, if you will. A lot of our products actually increases alopecia. It increases fibroids. It increases hair loss. It does a lot. Educate yourself, kitty perm wearers. Kitty perms. Oh my gosh, kitty perms are the worst. Okay, so if you're an adult in here and you're like, hey, I'm on the in-between field and I don't want to wear relaxers, I'm just going to go ahead and put in a kitty perm. Honey, you just basically gave yourself a good thing of hair loss. Because if you know anything about relaxers, children, their hair are more resistant than our hair because we're older, we've been here, their hair is still developing, they've never had chemicals in their body, kind of, sort of. We have medications, we've had children, we've had cycles, we've reached puberty, and things like that. It needs more of an action in that product to get through that hair to make it nice and straight. So those type of products are actually not good. So I wouldn't suggest anybody to put in a kitty perm, especially an adult. If it's for children, it's for children for a reason. Okay? And I don't know who that was for. Hopefully that helps someone out. Miss Carla says, what about the Wild Growth oil? Is that okay? What about it? Because Wild Growth isn't paying me not one iota. Okay, I've been doing these videos for a long time, and y'all people are still talking about Wild Growth, but y'all hair ain't growing. Okay, so there you go. I didn't I just say I'm not a product girl, so I'm not going to promote any products on these videos. I'm all about health, and I said what I said, and I mean it. It is what it is, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Please don't take it like that. I'm just a passionate girl, and so Wild Growth is a whole company that ain't send me not $5 to promote them, so I would appreciate if you guys don't promote them either, okay? But like I said, hair growth comes from within, okay? Yeah, stop using them. Stop using them. But like I said, the products for us is serious as far as they are basically giving us a lot of health problems. Like, you can go into a chain, I'm not going to say which one, but they cater to the professional. That's their whole brand, okay? And their relaxers, or they're called perms, permanents, because perms are to curl the hair, relaxers are to straighten the hair. And so I don't know if this is still true. Maybe Miss Kim, you can tell me. But don't you need a license to even purchase that type of thing? You know what I'm saying? And so ours, it says for professional use only, but we can go in there and we can just purchase it. I can get my 15-year-old niece, and I could tell her to go in there and purchase it. But for a permanent, I need a whole license. See, that says it right there. I learned that years ago when I worked for the company. I was like, wow, why is it that they need a license and we can just purchase it and it doesn't matter? Makes you think. And then within my path of this life of health and holistic and hair and all of that, I realized that the chemicals in those relaxers, unfortunately, are causing some problems in the body, which have already been proven. You can look it up. I ain't saying nothing emotionally. It is what it is. It could be proven. You know? So, yeah, they're getting us one way or the other, guys. So, I always feel like this. Be as natural as possible. Do an 80-20 rule. And, your hair. We all want long hair, but we don't want to do the work. Okay? Having long, healthy hair takes work, especially for people who may not have the gene for healthy, long hair. Some people just have it just naturally. I'm thinking somebody could say that's not true, but, if you look through your family albums and you see that your mom had long hair and grandma had long hair, then more than likely you might have long, thick hair. It is what it is, but some people don't have that, and so some people may have to work a little bit harder. Because some people may say, well, everything you said, I don't do any of that and my hair is fine. Well, that's you. Most people have to work for having healthy hair. You know what I mean? Just like me. I've changed my diet so many times. in my lifestyle and everything. And I haven't seen it necessarily affect my hair yet. Because my husband keeps saying, oh, if you don't get enough protein, your hair is going to thin. Or if you don't get B12, I said, oh, word, I don't get B12, my hair is going to thin. So I had to up my B12. But I'm glad he tells me that, because I have not had a situation where my hair was not growing per se. I have learned now that I'm a little older, I've seen that my hair don't. In fact, I think it's growing quicker. Babe, yeah. Do you think my hair has been affected yet by my age? No. Not yet. And that's another reason too. Like, our medications, our age, and all of that can affect hair growth. So if you're on medications like for blood pressure, high blood pressure, or diabetes, or if you're on birth control, if you're on any kind of medications like that, that could interfere with things. Okay? So I hope I've enlightened some people in here. Hit those heart buttons if you've been enlightened during this video, if you've learned something, if you're going to put something into action. Go ahead, hit those hearts right now. Guys, let me tell you guys where you can actually get in contact with me. Do you want to know where you can get in contact with me or my other social medias? Okay, so I'm on Instagram as Plant-Based Girl 23, I think. Plant-Based Girl. Plant-Based Girl. That's my Instagram. I'm on YouTube as The Lifestyle of Jenna and Andrew. I'm on TikTok as Jenna Loves Health. And I'm also with myholisticcounselor.com. If you are interested in getting holistic help or support, please join myholisticcounselor.com. You can always email me at aholisticme@gmail.com as well. I do several topics, guys, so I would encourage you to make sure you put your notifications on. Make sure it's on all so you can get all the notifications on the posts and the videos. And just to give you guys an update on my weight loss, I'm up to 15 pounds. I have lost weight. Yeah, 15 pounds and counting, guys, just by doing a healthy lifestyle, doing some light exercising, and basically becoming plant-based. That's how I'm doing. So if you need assistance on weight loss, guys, and I love to let people know, yeah, you can look through all of my videos on my YouTube. You can actually look back as 2 months ago and see a big, huge difference. I just made that goal and said, look, I want to lose weight. I'm not going to allow what's going on now to affect me and to help to make me gain weight. I said, I'm not going to gain weight during this. I said to my husband, I said, we're not going to gain weight. We're going to lose weight. He's steadily losing weight. And this has been on my heart. If you want to know why men can lose weight quicker, the reason why men lose weight quicker is because men do not store energy as well as women. Women, we carry babies, we have monthly cycles. We are meant to basically outnumber men. So the reason why they can lose weight quicker is because they don't store like we do. We have a higher fat content. Fat stores estrogen and things like that. So I heard somebody on somewhere. She was like, I can't stand how I'm doing the same diet as my husband. He lost 27 pounds and I only lost 14. Sis, that's just how it is, okay? Don't gauge yourself by a man. Woman and man are totally different, and we're more different than what you think, okay? So don't be discouraged, because my husband, he's dropping weight like nothing, and I'm like, I'm doing all of the work. But it is what it is. Men do not store energy, so that's why men eat more. That's why they need more. So his diet is a little bit different than mine. He doesn't do everything that I do. I have to do a little bit more and be a little more strict. But just understand that men need a little more than we do, but yet they do lose weight. So just understand that as well. I don't know who that was for, because most women now are talking about you don't need a man and you're single. Yeah, good luck with that. Guys, I'll see you later.